Unit 18. Review. Unit 18, Lesson 1. 1. Listen and read. Children. Dog. Grandfather. Lives. Noise. Wanted. Teach. Liked. Help. Buildings. Old. Theater. Interesting. Festival. Sing. Story. Stories. Salty. Lake. Past. Small. House. Phone. Bird. Worked. Hotel. Energy. Muscles. Article. Visited. Climbed. Medicine. My grandfather lived in the northeast when he was a boy. There weren't many cars, so there wasn't much noise. He wanted to teach because he liked helping children. My grandfather worked hard. He studied the stars. He visited the lowest place on earth. He climbed the highest mountain in Jordan. He sailed from Jordan's port at Aqaba. I think that I will be an artist and I will design skyscrapers when I grow up. 1. Read and complete. Hi Mahmoud, have you ever visited Jarash? It's in the north of Jordan and it's very old. There were buildings there 6,500 years ago. There are a lot of beautiful buildings and some old theaters too. A lot of people live in Jarash and there are always a lot of visitors too, because it's very interesting. It's near Amman, so people can travel there for a day trip. In July, there is special festival. People sing and tell stories. There is always a lot of traditional music too. It's great. Everyone should visit Jarash. It's my favorite place, and I think that one day I will go and live there. See you soon, Ali. Unit 18, Lesson 2. 2. Read and answer. Have you ever lived in the northeast? Have you ever traveled to Aqaba? Have you ever climbed Jabal Adami? Have you ever visited the Dead Sea? Have you ever stayed in skyscraper? 2. Listen and write. 1. Exercise is good for your heart. 2. We saw a fireworks display. 3. I think that I will design a skyscraper. 4. The Dead Sea is a big and salt. Unit 18, Lesson 3. Look and say. 1. There weren't any skyscrapers in the past. There are a lot of skyscrapers now. 2. There weren't many cars in the past. There are a lot of cars now. 3. There weren't many people in the past. There are a lot of people now. 4. There weren't any mobile phones in the past. There are mobile phones now. 5. There were small houses in the past. There aren't any small houses now. 6. There weren't any phones in the past. There are phones now. 7. There were a lot of trees in the past. There aren't a lot of trees now. 8. There wasn't a lot of noise in the past. There is a lot of noise now. 4. Talk about you. In 100 years, I think that people will travel to the moon on holiday. In 100 years, I think that scientists will invent roads in the sky, flying cars. In 100 years, I think that artists will design taller skyscrapers. In 100 years, I think that oceans will discover new plants. In 100 years, I think that everyone will live in a skyscraper. 3. Look and write. 20 years ago, there were a lot of cars. There weren't any flowers or trees. There were a lot of people, but there weren't many children there. There were a lot of shops. Now there are a lot of flowers and trees. There are a lot of birds. There aren't many people, but there are some children. There are a lot of skyscrapers. There even is a phone. Unit 18, Lesson 4. 5. Read and say right or wrong. Mustafa Salama worked in a hotel for 10 years. He liked climbing. He said, I think that I will climb the highest mountain on earth. His friend said, I think you should play sports because you will need a lot of energy. Mustafa decided to do a lot of exercise. It was hard work. After 8 years, his muscles were strong. His heart worked well. His health was good. Then, on Independence Day 2008, Mustafa put the Jordanian flag on the highest mountain. There were celebrations in Jordan. 1. Wrong. Mustafa Salama worked in a hotel for 10 years. 2. Wrong. Mustafa Salama liked climbing. 3. Wrong. He said, I will climb the highest mountain on earth. 4. Right. 5. Wrong. After 8 years, his muscles were strong. 6. Right. 7. Right. 8. Wrong. There were celebrations in Jordan. 4. Read and order. Then listen and check. 1. Zoo. Boys, friends, fizzy, zoo. 2. Windy, elephant, knock, north, windy. 3. Kite, my, twice, why. 4. Up, young, up, some, touch. 5. Complete. I think that I learned how to climb a mountain. I think that I learned how to study. I think that I learned how to swim. I want to learn more about sailing. I want to learn more about diving. I want to learn more about gymnastics. I am going to be an architect. I am going to build skyscrapers. I am going to be successful. Unit 18, Lesson 5. 6. Project. When I grow up. 1. Read and answer. 1. What do you like? 2. What will you study? 3. What will you be when you grow up? 4. What will you do? 5. Where will you live? 6. Where will you travel? 2. Write about your life in the future. When I grow up, I like science and I like helping people. When I grow up, I want to study medicine. I think that I will be a doctor or a scientist. I want to help people who are ill. I think that I will invent a new medicine. This medicine will help people's hearts to be strong. I think that I will live in Amman. I will travel around Jordan for my holidays. I think that I will be very happy. When I grow up, I like grandpa and I like studying about mountains, seas and rivers. When I grow up, I want to be a teacher. I want to know everything about nature. I want to travel to many countries. I think that I will be happy. 3. Say, I think I will be a doctor or a scientist when I grow up. I think I will be a teacher or a nurse when I grow up.